football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Packers under the lights on Sunday night.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. This evening, the camper to this divisional round. It's the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exact.
One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set and off we go on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A run here, it's McLaughlin. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. John Runyon, the guilty party. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and 5. They send Sutton in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Here's 3rd and 7. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 3rd down, it's Allen. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. On comes the Packers punting team. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive is going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Play action now for Stafford. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A run now with McLaughlin. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. Now Allen on 1st down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Got his man. It's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by Hunt. And this takes... And he's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 14-yard line.
One more time going up top with Allen. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Allen going to throw again. This one caught at the 4. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. On the ground, this is Hunt. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. They'll run, it's Dillon. Good blocking, and he's in. A.J. Dillon, touchdown, Green Bay. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Gray to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he has a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. The shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got his man. He finds Sutton.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Play action, Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They send Sutton in motion. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Andrew Thomas, guilty there. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Motion man is Hyatt. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the pistol, it's a run with Dillon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here now, 3rd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. Allen on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Allen. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It's Allen. That's caught by Dillon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Slot receiver headed right. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
at the 21-yard line.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now a carry for Hunt. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
To the outside, hauled in by Pittman.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A design run here for Allen. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Packers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Now Stafford. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
First down, New York.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. One quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. 14-7 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man, that's Slayton. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Second down, it's Stafford. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Stafford. To the tight end, Likely. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That one knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. To throw is Stafford. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. In motion comes Pittman. On third down, it's Josh Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Kirk is the motion man. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to run it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A 24-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Giants offense and Jaleel McLaughlin head back onto the field. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Stafford. This one complete to Sutton. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Stafford now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here is Allen. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Allen. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. 3rd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out.
This is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Kirk is the motion man. From the gun, Josh Allen. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incompletion. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Packers 24, Giants 13.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. The Bucs are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as they finish off a 13-4 regular season. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Kirk is the motion man. On third down, it's Josh Allen. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. The motion man here is McClure. A run here, it's McLaughlin. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now a second down throw for Stafford. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Motion man is Hyatt. Throw on third down, Stafford. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Once more, here's Stafford. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
That'll be caught. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now it's Allen. This one is caught by Kirk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Kirk is the motion man. Allen on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Allen. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 32 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He keeps it himself. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
On the ground, this is Hunt. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Packers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Ray gonna return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Look wide, get this one complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Giants. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught by Hunt. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Off play action. It's Stafford. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Stafford now on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Giants.
To throw is Stafford. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Here's a run with Hunt. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Toward the sideline, taken in by Pittman.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Slayton is the man in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Strong running there. Pushing his way forward to gain a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now a carry for Hunt. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action, Stafford. Now a pass deep for McLaurin. That is brought in. He is all the way inside the 15. But hold everything. There is a marker down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. The Giants sending out their punter. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Packers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Here's 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Josh Allen on the bootleg. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's trying to get to the marker. It's going to depend on the spot. But the first indication that he does not get there, in fact, he did not. It is a stop and a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
To the tight end, Likely. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. His drive will start on the ground. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
In motion comes Pittman. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st down, Stafford. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Motion man is Hyatt. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Stafford now on 3rd down. No chance at all. He'll go down.
That That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
And his great game continues. And all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Now a give on the ground. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's going to tuck it and go. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 12-yard line.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Now Allen. That's caught by Hunt.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to...
Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. Here's a run. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Nice run here on 2nd down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. He has Hyatt complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing again is Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. To the air again. Stafford. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down into the play, backed by the quarterback. Let's see. Here is 1st and goal. Again, it's Stafford. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Gano on to add. The kick is good. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5.
Giants 33.
A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
In one formation for the Packers.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.